Hello everyone, welcome back to PropTech Pioneers powered by Habytat, coming to you from India and UAE. I'm Harshita, Customer Success Lead and your host. Today we have someone truly inspiring with us, Mr. Syed Fakruddin Albeez from Saudi. Hi Syed sir.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi Arshita.
You know, this is such a special moment for our Habitat team. We have been following you for 6 years on LinkedIn now, and it's really pleasure to having this conversation right now with you.
The pleasure is mine. Always I am trying to be with people like your organization, team members who are innovative, creative, and they've done excellent job.
That's nice. So before we dive in, let me quickly introduce you to our listeners. Is that okay?
Yeah, please
Yeah.
proceed.
So, to all our listeners, Syed is a seasoned technology leader with over 30 years of experience in driving digital transformation, especially in real estate, construction, and allied sectors. With a strong engineering background and executive education in smart tech and enterprise architecture, he is known for aligning IT with business strategy in the smartest ways. His work spans everything from PropTech, automation to cloud monetization, and building agile further future ready ecosystems for the digital transformation in real estate. That's the journey of Sightser for 30 years. So let's start with your journey and especially your career, Syed. So may I know how you started in the digital transformation space, especially how your journey took you from India to Middle East, and how all that led you to your current role so far?
Actually, I started my career. My first career I started in 1992 when I started having interest in computer science applications. And the initial journey was not easier because in the beginning, early 90s, not many people in the industry were there to guide or mentor. So it's like you have to hit yourself and you have to have a firm ambition to see where you want to see yourself over the period.
Yeah.
So there was definitely a struggle because as we are currently having the mentoring, leadership, support, those things were not there. I started my career as a simple programmer, and then I moved into the government organization. I worked as a programmer for Ministry of Commerce, which is Madras Export Processing Zone. And then I moved into an organization which was doing US-based outsourced services. And that was the place where I really learned so many things. And like today we are talking about RPA, and those in 2001 we did not name it as an RPA, but we did a fully automated solution for a medical insurance processing industry for the US, where we automated the complete claims submission into the US systems without manual intervention. Like on a daily basis, we used to upload around 50,000 claims without human intervention. So such things we developed, and there were many things to learn. And then I moved to Jordan, and I was managing the complete IT infrastructure for leading garment manufacturing facility at Jordan. And this facility was huge. It was around 500 meters by 500 meters and producing over 500,000 finished products every month. And there also I learned something. Then I came back to India and then did some advanced education. And then I moved back to Dubai and India. And finally, in 2008, I came to Saudi and landed into a full-fledged real estate organization. From then, my interest towards real estate business vertical became very strong, and I started exploring many new technological solutions in terms of automating processes, re-engineering the processes, bringing new technology to minimize the process cycle time. There were many things done. So initially I was in an organization called Darul Riyadh, then I was with Darul Arkan, and then I moved into Emaar Economic City. So this is my journey, and I've been thankful to all those people who are part of my journey for their support, cooperation, and mentoring. And I learned at every organization, my growth is incomplete if the support from these organizations was not there.
That's amazing. The role we are in. So I just want to know on a personal note, what are your hobbies and who inspired you to the most throughout your 30 plus years, Syed?
See, for me personally, I started playing computer games. That is how I started attached to the computers. So I played a lot of games in the initial period of my career. I used to build my own PCs when there were not many people around to do the support and technical upgrades. I started my hands-on activity to bring some hardwares from different places, and I used to build. So this I'm talking about 89, 90, and 90 to 93. So I built a lot of interim systems to build and develop and play games. And apart from that, I used to read a lot of technical books. My hobby is technology. So most of the time I'm with technology. And now with my family grown, and I'm spending most of my time with family. That is my current activity. And in terms of inspiring myself, the CEOs of my organizations and the business teams who always demand. So these are the people who motivate. Whenever you find an obstacle or a challenge, right? I always took this as an opportunity. And my attitude is never give up attitude. I always used to collaborate with the business team. At the end, technology is not required when the business support is not done. We need to support the business to grow, create a value. If you are developing any product or a solution or a service, and if it does not add value to your business, it's obsolete, it's of no use. So for me, most of my career, I have spent a lot of time with the business, debating, challenging. Sometimes there will be resistance for a change. So we need to see how we are going to collaborate, how we are going to bring them on board. Without business on board, you cannot do it. So all the business partners in my career were my support, and they've really done a great collaboration with me.
So in this moment, I also want to ask, who is your true rock star? Like, what do you feel?
See, there is no one rock star. In terms of technology, if you see every product, every solution, every day, something coming new. So maybe someone rock star today, someone will overtake. So for us, we need to be collaborating and making sure how each product or a solution or a service. In personal, my rock stars are three, my three kids. So they are my rock stars now.
That's amazing. Cool. So, and here's something I always been curious when we are having the conversation. You have built such a strong path in real estate tech. Why is it real estate? Why not the other industries?
As I told you, right, my first programming project, which I did when I was in my initial part of my degree, that was in 1991. Um, by hook or crook, someone approached me, and he was a real estate organization. They were having hundreds of properties in Chennai, and they used to take these properties from different owners, and their job was to maintain, manage, collect rent, and do the complete services to the owners, and take percentage of their revenue. And this was the model. And back that time, they were all managing everything through papers and notebooks and ledgers.
Okay.
And they were giving me a challenge that can you do automation of this? So I remember I initially developed this project in DBase 3 Plus. Then I did in Clipper, and then I did in Fox Pro. So these languages people may not know today. And finally, I delivered a product which was in Clipper to them, and it was a complete property management, invoicing, and expense management integrated to their basic bookkeeping accounts. And this is when I gained it. And then my next job, which I did in Madras Export Processing Zone, it was a free zone where you have a real estate, and you have to manage the leasing and renting of the space, water, electricity to different investors who are coming into that zone for manufacturing for the purpose of export. And this was again, it was my second project. It was a hit, and the project, like I left the organization 2 years, but after almost 7 to 8 years, when I went back to see them, they said almost all the products we have changed except for your software because it is so scalable and we are still using it. So that gives a satisfaction that you build something scalable and robust. And after that, when I came to Saudi, I joined this organization, Darul Riyadh.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me really a very big exposure in terms of real estate because they did the design, engineering, consultancy, supervision. So there was no limit. They gave me full freedom to put my hands into every place where I can bring innovation, improvement, value addition.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of automation projects, and even there, a product which I developed and delivered to them in 2009-10 is still being used with a lot of value additions and enhancements. So any product you build, right, the platform and framework should be stable, strong, and scalable. When you design in such a good architecture, right, your product will never die. You will always have feathers to its growth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is in brief what I did.
Yeah, that's good. So, listening to your conversation right now, so the term digital transformation in real estate, as you told the journey, how you choose only the real estate. So, how do you see the technology reshaping operations and strategies in this sector? Like today, what all the strategies you might feel that is going to take place?
See, today, if you see, especially in Middle East, there are hundreds and hundreds of organizations which are coming and currently operating in the real estate sector. And whatever you want to automate or whatever you want to deliver, right? It's only a dream. What you dream is the limit. There is no predefined solution. If you are copying somebody's solution, you need to understand you are going to create competition in the market. Where is your value addition? Where is your touch? So how you are different from others? So if someone has already developed something, that is the place where it should be your starting point, and you should not start from scratch. So a lot of products in the market in place. So the only thing is the market having a lot of silo products. For every requirement, there is a different product. My dream is to build a single product which will be covering the complete property management, sales, leasing, customer care, the post sale, pre sale, all the activities in one platform. So this will give a lot of optimizing opportunity to the organization, and at the same time, the operational cost in terms of the software licensing, software user access. So many different things can be optimized and improved. And today, this is a limitation because every product has mastered in that particular field. Like you have a call center, they are specialized in that. There is a CRM, that's a specialization. The property management, it's a separate. You don't have one product which fits everything. So it's a dream, but it will happen one day. And more of the users are going into the platform as a service or a software as a service. So these things need to be improving a lot in terms of the individual organization-wide customization, because every organization have their own process and procedures.
Yeah.
So this customization has become mandatory and needs a lot of tweaking to be done. And recently, I have seen that property investment is also coming. Like you can invest a small amount, and there can be shares of people who are investors. So this is currently a major activity which people are talking about, and this is going to be bringing a lot of new value additions, innovations. It seems like mutual funds. You can invest any small amount into anything and you get returns. So technology is currently at the peak with AI, IoT, and a lot of smart solutions. And using these solutions in the interest of the organization, in terms of value creation, in terms of the organizational capability, maturity level. So it's the leader who is responsible whether it is successful or a failure, or he is in the process of bringing those value additions. Because technology you cannot blame. It's only the team which implements the solutions. Choose the right technology, choose the right architecture which is scalable and optimized to the organizational needs. Some organization can afford, some organization may not be able to afford. But at the same time, we need to understand affordability and scalability needs to be balanced well. And if you just because you are not able to afford, if you design a substandard solution, it will be a disaster, and you keep changing the products frequently. So whenever you are delivering or developing a product, you need to have a roadmap of at least 5 to 10 years in plan, so that the organization keeps using, growing these products. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, that's yeah, you did. So like I've going back to the the first points where you told you want to build like end-to-end solutions, right? So from the pre-sales till the end, maybe customer satisfaction, and also the other parts where they give the feedbacks and all. So if we take the journey, so how do you think, like, what are the challenges is going to take place in this whole digitalizing the real estate process? What are the challenges and what have you faced till now, and how did you overcome all those obstacles?
Primarily, when you are talking about challenges, there are two challenges initially when you start the project. One is the business buy-in. Next is the availability of the data. When these two are initially streamlined and planned well, and the next step is technology. In terms of technology, we need to see how two different technologies can be integrated, communicated, how it can seamlessly exchange data between them. When you are having a process flow happening between two systems, you need to understand how, for example, you are selling a property to someone, and the customer data is in system A, and then this customer needs support from facility management, how data will go into this system, and they will be able to seamlessly view the data of the customer. Instead of replicating, they should be able to view, so that you maintain uniqueness of the data. And similarly, some activity will happen on the other system, and the customer care need to answer to the customer based on the status. And then you have to do the invoicing, any activity is done, so you need to integrate the finance, and you need to have a customer facing portal where the customer will be able to see all the activities. So I just gave a simple example of 3-4 systems. Like this, there are many systems you can build it. And also the introduction of artificial intelligence, Gen AI, these bring in more capabilities into the system, and the data warehousing, data lake creation, and maintaining integrity of the data. So these are the challenges which are to be planned well, and we have a very strong team with expertise and experience. We actually do not go jump into a solution. We always fight among ourselves in terms of debating, because it is a productive debate. Maybe if you play devil's advocate, you will get more good things coming out. So you have to keep pushing the team, demanding more, and so that you will be able to get more out of it. If you don't demand, you get substandard products. So business will demand, then from the business, technology, and even the partners and vendors with whom we work, we demand. So demand is the one creates more value into the chain. So challenges will be always there. As long as we are there, the business is there. But we need to find the ways to solve these challenges and make value of creation. And the challenges are always opportunities, and never give up challenges, and always work on challenges to bring improvement to the organization.
So, and I'm like little keen about when you started the word like AI, data warehousing, in that all the things. So there are a lot of emerging tech right now. So which technologies are you personally keeping an eye on for their potential, to disrupt or transfer real estate in the next few years? So what are the pros and cons of it also?
As I told you, you don't get married to one technology, because if that technology has its own flaws, right, you will be affected. Bring a hybrid approach. I always believe in hybrid approach, where, for example, you have an ERP system which has better functionality on premise, and there are complementing features on the cloud. So try to bridge these two with integrations. And you may have a third product which is totally different from another product principle. uh, they may be expert in that field, because every product vendor, right, in principle they focus on their core business domain, and they spend a lot of R&D, and there a lot of value happens. Like for example, the organizations which are into the call center solutions, they are really spending a lot of money in terms of agentic AI solutions, where the customer calls can be initially managed through automated agents and then can be transferred. So this reduces the load of the call center agents. Similarly, if there is a facility management solution, this organization spend a lot of investments in R&D in terms of how they can integrate the building management systems and a lot of IoT sensors, bring the data in terms of managing the preventive maintenance, scheduling the asset life cycle management. They do a lot of activities. So don't focus on a particular technology. Every function, every business vertical has multiple products. Identify a product or a technology which is scalable, which is integratable. Then you start collaborating with those partners in terms of arranging. I'll give a simple example. Most of the organizations are using Microsoft Active Directory. So this Active Directory integration into any product needs to be for a single sign-on. If you have a technology that doesn't support single sign-on, nobody will, in today's development, nobody will proceed. So I'm just giving an example. I'm not recommending any product here. But what I'm trying to say is you choose technology based on the maturity level of the product and the technology, and how it will support your organizations in the coming years.
Okay. So summing up all that, so if anybody wants to be in your shoes, so what advice would you give the youngsters who wants to, be in this digital transformation on real estate? What are the things that you want to advise them?
See, based on my experience, based on the obstacles I came across, your business users are your customers. So people always need to satisfy their internal customers and external customers. So if you want to solve a problem or develop and deliver a solution, understand the business first. Technology, anybody can learn. Technology is doable at any time. But understanding the business functionality, understanding the business requirements, how a particular business model can be impacted, what are the pain points if you change a particular technology solution. If you are going to, for example, if you are going to bridge the banking integration into your financial application, you need to understand what are the integrations available. You cannot bring value addition without integration. So focus on what business wants, what the compliance and governance are required, because you cannot use a technology just because it is very colorful. At the end, when you deliver, it will not go live until it is cleared by the compliance and security requirements. And second is you need to be a translator between the technology and operations. If you want to hear from both sides, you cannot speak technology language to business and business language to technology. You need to have developed both capabilities, and you need to be a bridge between the two components. Then only you will be able to successfully deliver digital solutions and align the strategic KPIs of the organization. The third one is change management and culture. Anything coming new, first answer is no, we don't want. We are happy with what we have. So you have to be the middleman to do the brokering between the technology and business, and take the buy-in from the business, and manage the change properly until it is implemented. After implementation, post life support, and the future scalability. So these things are the third one. And the next one is keep learning. So if you stop learning, that is the end of your career. So if you are looking at my career, I have done almost over 20 different certifications in my 30 years career, and I have 2 masters, and currently I'm doing my doctorate. So I never stop learning, and I keep learning every day. Even from a new employee who is joining the organization, I always be curious to understand what I can learn from him. because you cannot underestimate anyone, and you always try to collaborate with your team because your team is your family. If you collaborate and you are supportive of your team, you can grow and you can scale big projects. So keep learning, keep growing, keep facing the challenges, keep putting your hands into the acid test frequently. You may fail, but you keep trying, you may be successful one day. So my advice to the any newer generation is follow, identify at least few of the leaders in the industry, become their followers, or have interaction with them to understand and take their mentorship and grow their career in terms of technology as well as business skills. Thank you, Arshita. I think I have covered your question.
Yeah. That's, yeah. I personally learned like a lot. So yeah, the keep learning that we all have to adapt, which is going to take us to places. That's what I even feel too. Last deep dive question I wanted to ask regarding this: how do you see UAE and Saudi embracing PropTech today, and what role do you personally envision playing in driving that forward?
See, both the countries are really moving well ahead in terms of the real estate market, and UAE already has a lot of projects which are attracted by many investors across the globe, and Saudi is also having a lot of very big projects which are much bigger than any other country, and the kingdom is really putting a lot of focus into delivering the best value solutions into these projects, and there is no limit. As I told you, you have to dream. In these two countries, the technology, what is available today, will change tomorrow. Every second there is something coming up new. Whenever I visit an event or a conference, I always see something new coming up, and there is a lot of investment going on research in these countries, and they are really going to bring more innovative products, more secure, because Saudi and UAE, they are giving more focus into security, and we will definitely see many products being growing in GCC than it is brought from other countries in the coming years.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, yeah, thank you, Syed. Thank you so much. It was a truly, inspiring conversation. I personally learned a lot. The keep learning and having business strategy, how to tackle that. That I did learn it. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having.
Thank you, Arshita, for your time.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure hearing your story and thoughts on the future of the real estate tech. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chita. Pleasure talking to you. I thank the audience as well for their patience. Thank you.
Yeah. So to all our listeners, thank you for tuning into PropTech Pioneers. If you loved today's episode, make sure to share it and stay subscribed for more exciting conversation coming your way. Until next time, signing off from House of Habytat. Thank you.